Okay, so we're going to continue our discussion on the discrete probability distribution, and today what we're going to discuss is about these two topics. So first we're going to discuss on the binomial distribution, and later we're going to discuss on the Poisson distribution. But first, let's have the binomial distribution. Okay, so from the term itself, binomial, that means two. So binomial distribution has what we call the binomial random variable. So we've discussed this on the discrete probability distribution. By the way, this too is a discrete probability distribution. Okay, so binomial random variable is the number of x of successes in what we call the Bernoulli trials. Okay, so when it comes to binomial distribution, that's what we call the Bernoulli process. Okay, when you say Bernoulli process, okay, there are four steps, or there are four parts, no? Okay, or what we call properties when we speak on the Bernoulli process. First, that the experiment consists of what we call repeated trials. So when you say repeated, okay, from the term itself, so for example, so we have what we call here the experiment, let's say experiment number one. So it could be repeated. Now there's what we call the sample, then we have the process, okay, then we have this output, and then from this output it could lead to another what? Another process again. So that's what we call repeated trials. So pwede siyang magpaulit-ulit, no? Process number one, process number two, and so on. Okay. Each trial consists or results in an outcome that may be classified as a success or failure. So in binomial distribution, we define success as letter P, no? Ito. So we call it a letter P variable. And then failure is what we call Q. Yeah. So to define failure, okay, so that will be equal to, so Q is equal to 1 minus the success. Okay, so that means, no, so when you say 1, so there's a unity, and then, so most probably this failure and success are in terms of what we call probability. So number 3, the probability of success denoted by P remains constant from trial to trial. So that's why when we have this process of repeated trials, we have what we call success rate. Okay? So, sabi makikita na natin kung, okay, if this trial is successful, what is the rate, or what we call the probability. And then the repeated trials are independent. Okay? So, these are the four properties, no, that we, or processes that we must be looking to when you say Bernoulli process. Okay? So, yan. So the probability distribution of this discrete random variable is called binomial distribution. Kaya nga, just like I said earlier, this is a discrete random variable, or the discrete distribution or discrete probability that contains discrete probability. So binomial distribution tawag dun sa discrete random variable. And its values will be denoted by this one, no? B, that's called binomial distribution. No, ito yung symbol na ginagamit. Then X, N, and then P. Since they depend on the number of the trials and the probability of a success on a given trial. So let's discuss this B, X, N, and P. Okay? So you see here that a Bernoulli trial can result in a success with probability P and a failure with the probability Q, just like I said earlier. Q is equal to 1 minus P, where 1 is what we call the 100% or unity, and then P is the probability of success. Then the probability distribution of the binomial random X, the number of successes in n independent trial, is this one. So ito yan, no? So yung X natin here is the, yan, this is what we call the binomial random distribution, or BRV, yan. So ano nga ito, this is binomial, yan, binomial random variable. Okay. So BRV. Yan. So, yan yung X natin. So, nakadepende yan dun sa probability ng success. Kaya meron tayo dito ng P. Yan. So, this is what we call the probability of success. Ito. Yan. As stated dun sa ating definition. Ayan. Probability of success. Yan. And then, this N is what we call the number of trials. Kung ilang beses gagawin. So, the same thing as on what we've discussed last time, no? On the discrete probability distribution, ilan ba yung trial gagawin? Or if it is the application, if it is a coin, ito yon, no? Kung ilan beses nyo i-toss yung coin. Okay? So, yung kanyang formula is in this form. So, just like we've discussed last time, so this indicates what we call the combination. So, this is N, C, X. Ganyan siya. Okay? And then we have this P raised to X, no? Ibig sabihin, ito ating probability of success raised to sa binomial random variable na hinahanap natin. Then multiplied by Q raised to N minus X. So, X is pwede siyang 0, 1, 2, hanggang N kung ilan man yung ating number of trials. Okay? So, ito yung kanyang formula. And then, this formula actually, okay, or this interpretation, ay pwede naman natin din magamit, no? Later on, meron din man siya tinatawag na table. Okay? So, pero, in this case, no, let's have our first sample problem using this one, no? Interpret natin siya in terms of this. Okay? So, the probability of that certain kind of component will survive a shock test is 3/4. Find the probability that exactly 2 of the next 4 components tested survive. So, ayan yung tinatanong sa atin. No? Meron daw component na ito-test. So, ang tinatanong ay, find the probability that exactly 2 of the next components survive. So, first, let's have the formula. No? Let's rewrite the formula. So, sabi natin, nakagito siya yung format, no? B, yan, kunin natin to, ayan. X, no? Ganito siya sinusulat eh. Yan. N, P. Again, this is for the binomial random variable N, number of trials, yan. And then P is the success. So, that is NCR, okay, P raised to X, then Q raised to N minus X. Yan, no? Yan yung kanyang format, or yan yung sinusundan natin. So, let's have what we call first the X. Ano yung X value na hinahanap natin from this? So, nakalagay dyan, exactly 2, okay? Exactly 2 out of the 4 components or experiment. Yun yung hinahanap. Okay? Or exactly test, no? Or exactly 2 of the next 4 components. So, we could say that X value here is 2, and then the number of components tested or the number of trials na pwede mangyari ay 4. So, para sa ating probability of success na nakalagay naman dyan, so, since success ito, so ang term na ginamit naman sa kanya, sa other term is this one, survive. So, the probability is 3/4. Ayan. So, pwede natin siyang i-direct substitute. So, from this B, then 2, semicolon, 4, then 3/4. So, we could rewrite this in this format. So, just like I said, yung ating R dito, no, yung R na tinutukoy natin dyan, is also the X, no? Just the same with what we've discussed last time. So, N here is 4C2, then multiplied by P, 3/4, yeah, raised to X, so 2, multiplied by, kung ating P ay 3/4, so ang ating Q, so let's write here, Q is 1 minus P, or that is equal to 1 minus 3/4 is 1/4. So this is 1/4 raised to N minus X, so that is 4 minus 2. Ayan, yan yung ating formula or solution. So, para makita natin, no, yung probability that exactly 2 of the next 4 components tested survive, so i-simplify lang natin to. So, simplifying this one, it will give us the value of, ayan, 27 over 128. So, this is the probability na 2 of the next component survives. Ito yun. So, this is our answer. Okay? So, exactly 2, sabi nakalagay dito, exactly 2 of the next 4 components tested survive. Yan. Okay. So, exactly 2 yan. So, kung exactly 2 yung tinutukoy natin dito, so lumalabas, no? Yung x na tinutukoy natin, just like stated here, ay ito siya, no? Lalabas that x is equal to 2. Okay? So, from discrete probability distribution, no? From the same concept, if naalala pa ninyo. Okay? So, ayan. Yan yung hinahanap natin. So, this is the answer. Yan 27 over 128. Ayan. Okay? So, that is for our first example. No? Applying the concept nitong binomial distribution. Okay? So, ayan yon, no? So, just like I've said, no, meron tayong, balikan lang natin, we have this 4 processes or 4 properties that we need to consider, no, in Bernoulli process. So, first, we have that the experiment consists of repeated trials. So, in this problem, in-apply naman natin yan. So, ibig sabihin, tinest yung probability of success or survival. Next, we have the each trials na result from a classified success or failure. Kaya, meron lang tayong probability na P, na dito, balikan natin ulit yung problem, na equals sa 3/4. Okay? Next is that the probability of success denoted by P remains constant from trial to trial. Kaya, if we have these 2 of the next 4 components, we designate the success rate as 3/4 pa din. No, kahit magpaulit-ulit yung mangyayaring testing. No? And then, the last is, the repeated trials are independent. Kaya, kung titignan natin, parang lumalabas, no? Kung exactly 2 yan, so iba rin siya kapag exactly 3 and exactly 4. Okay? So, depende dun sa number of components na gusto mo makuha. Okay? So, that is for the example number 1 or first problem natin in terms of binomial distribution. Okay? So, next, let's discuss where does the name binomial came from or come from. So, from the terms of binomial, no, that means just like I've said, dalawa. Okay? So, meron tayong tinatawag nga now from our Bernoulli processes, no, meron tayong tinatawag na success and failure. So, it came from what we call yung ating Pascal's triangle. Diba? So, if you still remember the Pascal's triangle, so, kung, ano yun, so, lista natin. So, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, and so on, diba? 1, 3, 3, 1, yan, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. So, let's say hanggang dyan, no? So, from this, no, we could say that, or from our knowledge of Pascal's triangle, so, that's from the idea that it is used to have the binomial or what we call binomial terms or two terms, no? Yan, binomial expression, x plus y raised to n. Okay? So, n here is the number of or the value of n or the exponent in terms of the square of base 2. So, let's say ito ay 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, 4n. Okay? So, kung yan ay 2 raised to 1, that is equal to 2. So, pwede natin siya makita dito, parang 1 plus 1. Okay? So, therefore, this is 2 raised to 2 or equal siya sa 4 na pag pinag-add natin to 1 plus 2 plus 1, 4. And so on. Okay, 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 4. Yan. This is 8 and this is 16 and so on. So, ito yon, dito yon, no, sa atin. So, that's why when we expand binomial expression or binomial terms in this one, let's say x plus y raised to 3. So, we could follow this, no, format that is 1, 3, 3, 1. So, that is the numerical value of the variable. No? So, that is x cubed yan, plus 3x y squared plus 3x squared y, kasi we still have to acknowledge that it's in cube, plus y cube. Okay? So, ito yon, no? Parang this is 1, ito yon, 3, 3, 1. Okay? So, it's the same thing with binomial. Yan. Binomial na term or binomial distribution. So, from our example kanina, so that is P plus Q, no, raised to N. So, this P, no, balikan natin, this is what we call the probability of success. likewise, yung ating Q is the probability of failure. Okay? So, they gave us no that P plus Q is equal to 1. So, that means itong 1 na to is 100% na probability. So, that's why in our binomial distribution, or just like in our first example kanina, we notice na ginamit natin yung ating binomial expression in terms of this no na P plus 1, or sorry, P plus Q is equal to 1. Kaya nakuha natin. So, kanina, binigyan tayo ng 3/4 na success rate. So, therefore, we could easily compute that Q, or the probability of failure, is 1/4. So, if we expand this, no, yung P plus Q raised to N, depende sa number of N values natin, okay, pwede tayo mag-arrive sa kung ilan yung exactly, ito. Yan. Kung ilan yung eksaktong gagamitin natin. So, let's say ito, yung P plus Q raised to N. So, if we expand this one, no, depende sa number ng ating gagamitin na N value. So, we could say that this is N. Let's say mag-start tayo sa 0. Yan. 0, this is what we call Q raised to N. No? Kung susundan natin yung ating binomial distribution kanina. Okay? Yan. So, plus, ano to susunod natin? This is N, ano na? So, 1 na. So, N, C1, kasi tuloy-tuloy lang natin yung N, no? Yung X natin is pwede nga mangyari katulad nito, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So, ayan. So, this is P. Yan ba yan? So, pwede siyang P raised to 1, then Q raised to N minus 1. So, and so on. Kung ilan man siya. Okay? So, it's the same thing, no, with our what we discussed kanina. Parang lalabas ko ito, kung itutuloy-tuloy ko to, ay lalabas ito ating B na 0 na X, no? Tapos N, P, yan, plus, this is B, tapos dahil exactly 1 yung X mo, diba kanina exactly 2, no? Lalabas ito N, P, yan. And so on, kung ilan siya, no? So, lumalabas yung ating, since alam nga natin that P plus 1 is equal to, sorry, P plus Q is equal to 1, then pag nag-sum pala tayo ng ating binomial distribution, the summation ng ating X, okay, ng N natin as X approaches 0 or exactly 0, no? That is B, yan. This is, yan, X and P. X and P is yan, equal to 1. Equal siya sa 1. Okay. Dahil nga pag tinuloy-tuloy natin to, ito dapat ang lalabas sa kanya. Okay? So, yan yung ating, dyan ang galing ating binomial na term. Dahil from the idea of Pascal's triangle or the idea of expanding binomial terms from your algebra, so from there, malalaman natin na, okay, so as we go along, no, with the expansion ng ating probability of failure and success, the same thing with the X and Y variables from the idea of Pascal's triangle and algebra, malalaman natin na hanggang pagdating sa dulo, kung ilan man yung terms na gusto nating expand, mag-i-equal dapat yon sa 1. Okay? So, the same thing, no? Parang probability plus a certain probability is equal to 100%. Okay? Kaya nga yung ating discussion, no, as we go along with this, malaman nyo na more on the probability pa rin tayo, pero may basis nga tayo kung ano yung eksaktong gusto nating malaman. So, in this case, parang as we go along with the process, exactly to the value of certain value of X. Bawa dito, 0, 1, 2, and so on. Hanggang sa kung ilan man yung ating masolve. Okay? So, to understand, no, the concept of this variable or what we call binomial expansion or expressing the binomial distribution, no? So, let's have this slide. Yan. So, ito nga yung pinakita ko kanina. As we go along, no? So, n plus 1 terms, ayan yon, no? Pinakita ko lang din yung computation based dun sa concept natin ng expansion of terms. Okay? So, ayan. So, yun nga, kung exactly 1 nga daw yung P plus Q natin, so lalabas nga na equal sa 1 siya. Pero kung hindi siya exactly 1 or meron siyang limits, no? For example, in this one, na A is less than or equal to X but X is less than or equal to B, so ito yung kanyang binomial distribution. Okay? So, this concept na itong last na formula na nakikita nyo, is meron siyang table na sinusundan. Okay? Ito yan. So, this table, ayan, so isasend ko na dito sa inyo, or this, you could pause for a while, no, itong video lecture. So, ayan po, no, from n is equal to 1, no, meron siyang r na 0 kasi nga pwedeng magbago-bago. R, by the way, is the x value, no? Ito rin yon, no? Ito yan, no? Yung r dyan is the x value, no? Depende kung ano nga yung kinukuha. Parang r is a variable of x, parang ganon, no? Na malaking x na letter x. Sabihin katulad nung ating discrete probability distribution. Okay? So, ayan, no? Siguro lang parang n hanggang yung table na to ay I guess hanggang 20. No? Kasi nga, malaki na masyado yon kung lagpas pa ng 20. Parang, since ito lang naman ay nasa binomial or what we call binomial distribution, so masyado na malaki pag tinaasan pa. Okay, so meron din naman niya mas mahaba, pero yung mga problems na sasagutan natin or mga ma-encounter natin is limited lang hanggang dito. No? So, ililimit lang natin siya hanggang dito dahil mukhang sakto na, no? Kapag 20 na kasi, na based sa Bernoulli process, no, mag-equal na siya sa 1. Kung mapapansin nyo ito, ayan, nasa baba, ito, yan. Mag-equal na siya sa 1. No, actually, yung mga processes depende, no, para mag-equal sa 1 yung dulo niya kapag 19, yan. Kapag lumalapit yung ating probability, no? Sige, so, let's have this sample problem. Yan. So, problem number 2 na. The probability that a patient recovers from a rare blood disease is 0.4. Yan. If 15 people are known to have contracted this disease, what is the probability that A, at least 10 survive, B, 3 to 8 survive, and C, exactly 5 survive? So, dito, kailangan natin tignan, no, yung wordings, no? Just like we have, no, from the last time, no, yung ating mga exam, if you still remember that. So, medyo crucial tayo dito pagdating sa paggamit ng word. So, alamin muna natin kung ano-ano yung tinutukoy sa pinapahanap. So, just like what I continuously tell you, sagutan natin yung problem based kung paano siya kinukwento. Okay? So, in this case, no, meron daw disease, no? And probability that recovers, so, pwede ba natin masabi na yun ay P, or probability na successful na ma-recover yung disease is 0.4, so medyo mababa. Yan. So, 15 people are known na nag-contract nung disease. So, pwede ba natin masabi na yun yung N? Kasi parang doon ito-test, no? So, sa 15 na tao, parang doon malalaman. Okay? So, ang problema natin dito, yung mga R value. Okay? Or yung mga X value. Kasi hindi natin alam. May tatlo siyang scenario. First, ang pinapahanap daw is at least, yan, sulat natin, 10 survive. So, pag sinabi natin at least, that is 10 greater or 10 or more. So, lalabas kung ang hinanap ay probability, so kung probability daw ng 10, so that is X is greater than or equal sa 10. Kasi exactly, or at least 10 eh. So, B naman is, magsasurvive na is from 3 to 8. So, kung from 3 to 8, pinapanap sa atin ay P, probability ng X is greater than equal to 3, kasi pwedeng exactly 3, but less than or equal to 8. No? Sabihin hanggang 8 lang talaga. Yun na, sakto na. Hindi pwedeng lumagpas doon. And yung C, ang pinapahanap sa atin ay exactly 5. So, malamang yung ating X dito, katulad nung kanina, ay equal sa 5. Okay? So, ngayon, ang tanong, paano natin masasolve yung mga problem na to? No? Base yan. So, umpisa natin sa letter A. Sabi doon, at least 10 survive. So, that is probability of X, yun nga daw, is greater than equal sa 10. So, para makuha natin yung probability na at least 10 survive, kasi nga at least, sabihin, 10 pataas. So, lalabas kung 100% ang probability or 1, so that is 1, yan, minus the probability ng X na ano to. Kasi at least 10, di ba this is at least 10. Yan, ito, at least 10 survive. So, ibig sabihin, kapag mas mababa sa 10, yun ay failure. So, kung yun ay failure, parang kung ito yung ating success rate, yung X, probability ng X is greater than equal to 10. So, this is equal to 1 minus, diba, from P plus Q is equal to 1. So, parang lalabas, probability ng success is 1 minus Q. So, 1 minus, ano yung Q failure? Less than 10. Yun na. So, ngayon ang tanong, paano natin makakompute kung ano yung less than 10? Okay? So, less than 10 is what? Less than 10 ay makikita natin sa saan? Kapag 9 pababa. Tama ba? Yung ating less than 10 ay mangyayari na parang x equals to 9, 8, 7 hanggang 0. No? Kasi less than 10. So, from there, hanapin natin yung probability na to that at least or less than 10. So, kung isulat natin to in terms of the binomial distribution or the summation ng ating binomial terms, no, lalabas, this is our binomial sum. This is the summation of parang x is from 0, ito yon, pero ang ating total lang ay 9. Okay? So, ano yung magiging r natin? This is, or x natin ay, yun nga, from 0 to 9, or r. Then, this is, kung ilan yung trial, 15. Diba? Yun yung n natin, 15. And then, yung ating p, yung probability lang ng ating success ay 0.4. So, from the table, ayan, makikita natin to. No? Hahanapin natin yung merong n na 15, then probability na 0.4. Okay? So, ano yung x na hanapin natin? So, hahanapin natin yung nasa todo na, yung pinakamataas na, no? Kasi, dun manggagaling yung 9. Okay? O yung equal din naman to sa r. Okay? So, hanapin natin sa table. So, balikan natin dito. Ayan. So, ano daw yung n natin? 15. So, medyo baba lang tayo konti. Ayan. So, 15. Ayan. Ito na. Tapos, ang pinapahanap sa atin ay, yun nga, yung n natin ay 15. Ito. So, n natin 15. Ayan. So, kita na natin yan. Okay. Tapos, r, or yung x natin, the same lang yan. So, since 9 or less than 10 tayo, sabihin from 9. So, ito na yung, parang ito to siya. Ito. Yan. So, 9. This is yung x less than 10. So, sabihin from 9 hanggang 0 na. So, todo na yun. Ito nga yung pinakamataas. So, kung magsasum lang tayo, ito na yun. Tignan natin. No? Tapos, ang probability daw ay 0.4. Ito. So, para ano ka lang tumitigil lang sa table, yan, hindi ka na magko-compute. Actually, pwede mo naman siyang computein yung summation, isa-isahin mo. Pero dahil meron tayong convenience ng table, mukhang hindi na, no? So, lalabas, ito yung ating pinapahanap sa atin. Ito. No? Kung susundan natin, ayan. 0.9662. So, therefore, yung ating sagot or pinapahanap dun sa, kumbaga ito siya, no? The binomial nga ng ating 9 or x, tapos n natin 15, probability 0.4, pero summation to, no? Na nag-uumpisa sa 0 hanggang ilan daw yung n natin? 9 o yung r natin na 9. So that is yan, 9662. So, balikan natin yung solution. So, ito yung sa letter A. So, lalabas, yan, baguhin na natin yung kulay. Yan. Gawin natin siyang equal sa 1 minus 0.9662. Ito na yun. So, ang sagot dito ay 0.0338. Ito na yung sagot para sa, yan, at least 10 survive. Okay? So, medyo ano lang, marami lang gagawin. Actually, hindi na nga madami dahil we are using the binomial distribution table na. No? Hindi na tayo gumagamit ng summation, hindi na natin iniisa-isa. Kasi pwede naman, di ba? From the concept kanina, na pwede natin siyang i-plus, no? Yung mga ito yung NCR, P raised to N, or P raised to 0, Q raised to N, and so on. Pwede naman yon. Pero dahil nga, we are using the binomial distribution or binomial distribution table, hindi natin kailangan ng i-sum, no? Or hindi natin kailangan pagkampitin yung summation niya. Table na lang tignan natin. Okay? So, that's the answer for at least 10. Okay? O, next naman tayo. So, next is for from 3 to 8 daw. No? So, from 3 to 8 survive. Anong ulit yun? That's the probability na yung ating x value ay greater than equals sa 3 but less than equals sa 8. Ayan. So, yung probability daw kasi na from 3 to 8 yung magsa-survive. So, if that is from 3 to 8, so, parang lumalabas tayo ay nagsasum, no? Or, kasi, pwede palang less than 8, no? Or equal sa 8, pero dapat greater than or equal sa 3, no? So, gano'n, no? Greater than or equal sa 3. Okay. So, paano to ngayon? Paano natin isa-solve? So, lumalabas na kung gagawa natin to ng line graph, no? So, for example, ito yung ating, yan, parang yan. So, ito yung ating 3, ito yung ating 8. So, gawin ko lang ibahin yung kulay. So, malamang ito yung ating 2. Yan. Let's say yan. No, yung 1. Tapos dito, 9. Parang ganyan, no? So, ang pinaparang sa atin ay, ito daw. Yan, ito. From 3 to 8. Ano daw yung probability na makakompute natin yan? Okay? So, ngayon, paano natin ito masasolve? Using the binomial distribution table. So, kung range ito, lumalabas na parang 8 minus 3, no? Typically, kung titignan natin to, para kung distance formula to, para malaman mo tong, let's say itong d na distance na to. So, yan ay 8 minus 3, no? Dito natin kukunin yung concept. So, gamit nga lang yung probability. So, from there, no, the probability na 3, yan, greater than equal to x. Yan. Sorry pala, x is greater than equal to 3. So, ibig sabihin, so 3, no, pero less than equal siya sa 8 yung x value. So, parang 3 pataas, pero hanggang dito lang, parang ito lang siya. Yan, ito lang daw yung kukunin. So, paano natin ito masasolve? Ano ang gagamitin natin? So, una, kung ang concept ay 8 minus 3, ito. So, hahanapan natin ng summation ng pang-8. No? That is, summation daw ng pang-8. So, from 0 to 8, so yung format natin, ano yun? R is, malamang X yun, or R, pwede rin naman X, tapos N, ilan yun? 15, probability 0.4. Ngayon, dahil minus ito, so i-minus din to. Pero ang tanong, 3 nga ba? Kasi sabi doon, kasama yung 3 eh. 'Di ba? Kasama yung 3 doon sa mapupuntahan nitong sagot. So, dahil equal siya sa 3, no? Nataon na equal sa 3 yung hinahanap, hindi dapat minus 3 dahil kasali siya. No, kasali yung 3 eh. From 3, diba? This term is from 3 to 8. Tandaan natin yan, ha? Sabihin, yung 3 kasali, yung 8 kasali din. Pero bakit sa 8 mo mina-minus? Dahil hanggang 8 nga lang. No, hanggang 8 lang. Kumbaga, max. Na parang katulad kanina, so at least 10, ibig sabihin, minimum niya yung 10. Pero, hindi natin sa 10 mina-minus. Tama ba? Balikan natin. O ito, hindi natin sa 10 minus, no? Kasi at least 10 survive eh. So, kung at least 10 survive, 10 pataas, pero kasali yung 10 dun sa ating hinahanap. Dapat siya less than sa 10. So, kung parang ganito, at least 3, di ba? Lalabas to at least 3, no? But at most 8. No, ito, yan. At least 3, but at most 8. So, at most, sabihin, todo na yon 8 na. Pero kung at least 3, that is the summation, no, from 0 to 3 ng ito nga, yung x, tas 15, tas 0.4. sorry, this is 2. No, 2. Dahil nga, hindi kasali yung, kasali pa rin yung 3. Ayan. Kasali yung 3. So, this is 2. Ayan, 2. So, bakit 2? Dahil nga kasali yung 3. No, parang katulad kanina, balikan natin to. Ayan. So, sinabi natin at least 10 survive. Ito siya, parang ito. Pero, kinuha natin less than 10. Dahil nga, kasali yung 10. O, parang ganito din. No? At least 3, but at most 8. Todo na yung 8. So, kung hanap natin sa binomial distribution table, balikan natin. Ito yon. So, tingin ulit tayo sa 15. Ayan. So, kung yung 8 ang hinahanap natin, mukhang ito naman ang pinapahanap. Ayan. So, tapos kung magiging critical tayo sa ating sagot, yan. So, ano nga ulit na yung probability? 0.4. So, kung 8 yan, ito pala. Yan. 0.9050. Ayan. Tanggalin natin. Yan. 9050. So, sulat natin. So, para sa 8, no? Ito. Para dun sa summation ng, x, tapos 15, tapos 0.4. Pero x is from 0 to 8. Ito yon, that is 0.9050. Tapos hanapin natin yung sa 2 dahil nga yung kasali yung 3 no? So sa 2, then 0.4 pa din, no? Kasi yun yung success rate mo. Ito yon, 0.0271. Ayan. So yan yon, 0. So sabihin nyo, summation ng x, 15, ng n, 0.4 yung p, from 0 to 2, dahil kasali pa rin yung 3, is 0.0271. So, balikan na lang natin yung formula or yung ating sinosolve. Ito, so this is equal to 0.9050 minus 0.0271. Hindi natin kailangan na compute. So, if you want to compute, you could actually use yung concept na tinuro ko kanina. Pero dahil nga, we are simplifying the problem in terms of table para hindi na kayo mahirapan. So, we just have to look at it on the table, no? Pero, carefully pa din dahil depende sa tinatanong sa problem. So, the answer for this problem is 0.8779. So, ito yung probability na magso-survive is from 3 to 8. Yan. So, ito yung sagot natin. Medyo mataas dahil eksakto no? May eksaktong bilang compare sa from, at least 10 survive. So, kung gagawin natin tong percent, parang lumalabas, ito ay 3.38% na survival. Ito, probability niya, ito ay lalabas 87.79%. Okay? Yan. No? Dahil mataas siya, mas mataas siya compared dun sa kanina. Okay? Dahil nga nakalagay sa problem, 0.4 lang yung probability na magso-survive, no? Yung ating 15, no? Isa sa 15, 0.4 lang. Sabi nga natin, yung probability ng success independent, no? Independent yung ating mga probability. Ito, yung katulad ng ating Bernoulli kanina, kung babalikan natin, ayan. The repeated trials are independent. Whether success or failure, independent siya. So, kaya nga, pag sinasum natin siya, no, isa-isa, kaya summation or sums. So, kaya ito yung naging result natin. Okay? So, yan is from 3 to 8. So, ngayon, yung last natin na pinapahanap ay exactly 5. Ito, medyo mas madali siya compared dun sa dalawa. No? So, exactly 5. So, lalabas yung probability that x is equal to 5. So, kung exacto to, so, titingin lang tayo ng mabilisan dun sa table. Pero dahil exactly 5 yung pinapahanap sa atin, dahil nagsasum tayo, di ba, magiging formula natin dito ay summation ng x 15, 0.4 ranging from 0 to 5. No, ito yung 5, summation ng 5. Kaso exactly 5 yung hinahanap, ibabawas pa natin yung 4, no? Ibabawas natin yung 4, so that is x 15, 0.4. Pero yung x natin, nag-range siya from 0 to 4. Okay? Kasi babawasan natin ng 4. So, kung gagawin tayo ng number line, parang ganito yung ating number line. So, ito yung ating 5. So, let's say ito yung 6. Ito yung 4. Then, this is 3. Yan. So, ito lang yung pinapahanap. Ito, wala. No? Parang exactly 5 eh. So, from 0 to 1 or 0 to 5, ito, hindi siya kasali. Yan, hindi kasali to. Yan, hindi siya kasali. Lumalabas ito lang. Ito lang 5 ang hinahanap. Okay? So, kung yung 5 lang hinahanap, so titingin lang tayo ulit sa table. Exactly 5 daw. So, tingin ulit sa table no, na may n is equal to 15. Ito. Yan. Then, tingin tayo ngayon sa 5 naman. So, kung exactly 5 siya, ito. Yan. So, tingin ulit, 0.4 yung ating success rate. So, malamang ito na yon. Yan. No? That is 0.4032. Yan. 0.4032. So, dito na natin ilagay. Yan. The summation daw ng x 15 ta 0.4. No? Itong 15, no? Ito yung n, this p. X natin mag-range siya from 0 to 5. So, lumalabas, this is 0.4032. Ngayon, kung 4 naman siya, yan, 4. Wala pa kasi tayo ng 4 eh, no? From 0 to 4, gano'n na. X, semicolon, 15, 0.4. Tingin tayo sa 4. Ito naman. So, kung sa 4 yan, ito yung ating probability. Yan. 0.2173. 0.2173. Okay? So, just like I've said, pwede kayong gumamit ng table, no? Pero mas mabilis yan. Or kung gusto niyo pa rin yung concept, pwede naman isa-isahin natin i-solve. So, pero dahil gumamit na tayo ng table, no, for our convenience, mukhang madali na to. 0.4032, yan, minus 0.2173. So, ang sagot natin dito ay 0.1859. Yan. Ito na yung probability na exactly 5 or kung gagawin natin itong percent nga, 18.59%. So, medyo bumaba kasi eksakto yung bilang, no? Kung mapapansin nyo, kung eksakto siya, unlike dun sa ating range, no? Diba yung pag-range yung sagot, ito, mas mataas, no? Mas mataas siya, okay? Tapos kapag medyo malaki naman yung range, no? Parang at least 10, so parang nakasulit ng 10 hanggang 15, medyo mababa na dahil nga yung success rate or survival rate lang ay 0.4 talaga. Okay, yun yung probability. Okay? So, ayan yung ating sagot for our problem number 2. Okay? So, now let's proceed with example number 3. Yan. So, example number 3, yan. So, medyo mahaba ulit yung problem, but same concept, no? Gagamitan pa rin natin ng same concept in terms yung ating probability. So, or binomial distribution. So, dito nakalagay, a large chain retailer purchases a certain kind of electronic device from a manufacturer. The manufacturer indicates the defective rate of the device is 3%. So, this time, ang ibinigay sa atin ay failure rate. No? Failure. So, nakalagay dyan, defective rate of device. So, pwede natin siyang i-take as P, pwede rin naman take natin as Q. Basta alam natin yung concept that P plus Q is equal to 1. Okay. So, letter A, pinapara sa atin ay, if the inspector randomly picks 20 items from a shipment, what is the probability that there will be at least one defective item among these 20? And letter B, suppose that the retailer receives 10 shipments in a month, and the inspector randomly tests 20 devices per shipment, what is the probability that there will be exactly 3 shipments, each containing at least one defective device among the 20 that are selected and tested from the shipment? So, isa-isahin natin. So, from the given or from the problem itself, no, pwede natin makita, no, just like I've said, pwede natin i-treat, no, yung etong defective rate, pwede natin siyang i-take nga na letter P, no, pwede pa rin naman. Para masundan lang natin yung format ng ating binomial distribution na X semicolon or R semicolon and P. So, pwede natin siyang i-treat as P. Ano pa nakalagay dyan? Yung N natin, since we are analyzing yung ating sa letter A, no, at the same lang naman din sa letter B, no, somehow, kung titignan natin yung ating problem, so, pwede nating i-assume, no, na yung ating letter A, no, meron siyang N na 20. Ito to. No, this is our letter N. Ito yan, 20. So, yung X natin, ito na. Dito na tayo magkakaroon ng variation dahil mukhang pinapano sa letter A ay 1, at least 1 defective. Ito na, meron na ulit. At least 1 defective. So, kung at least 1 defective ang pinapahanap, the same kanina, that is x is greater than equal to 1. Okay? So, sagutan muna natin. Letter A. So, pinapara sa atin ay at least 1 defective. Pero tinake natin yung defective probability or rate na letter P na 3% or 0.03. Ito yan, no, yung 3%. Then yung N natin, since manggagaling yung ating test mula sa 20 items from a shipment, isang shipment na 20 items. So, consider natin siya as 20. Tapos yung X na natin yung maglalaro doon. No? Yun nga, at least 1. So, the same concept, kung at least 1 yan, so, that is parang probability na X is greater than equal to 1. So, that is 1, at least 1 daw minus, parang ito yung ating success, no? Parang ganon. 1 minus, no? Yung ating failure. Okay, kasi at least 1 Diba ba? At least 1 yung ating magano, at least 1. So, yung 1 pababa, hindi kasali. Okay, so that is P, kung hindi kasali siya, less than 1. Ano ba yung may less than 1? Di, wala naman tayong negative na X value. So, that is X is equal to 0. Yan. Kasi at least 1. Tandaan natin na at least 1 yung defective. So, sulat natin siya, 1 minus. So, ganun ulit, isasum lang natin siya na ano daw, X equal to 0. O, from 0 to 0, tapos ano to, X, ano yung N natin, 20, tapos yung P natin, 0.03. O, yan. So, titingin tayo ngayon sa table ulit. Kasi para mabilis, no? Pwede naman natin i-summation dahil 0 lang naman. No, mabilis lang naman siya. Pero dahil meron naman tayong mga values sa table, ito. Yan. Dito na. So, sa 20, sabi 0, let N natin 20, tapos R natin 0 or X. Tapos ang probability daw ay, anong ulit yung binanggit sa atin sa problem? That is 0.03. So, mukhang ito ay gagamitan natin ng yan. Wala nakalagay dito, no? So, kung wala, ayan, pwedeng i-double check natin, baka meron naman. 0.03, wala talagang 0.03. Kung walang 0.03 dito, paano natin gagawin to ngayon? So, pwede natin gamitan ng, since nagsasum lang naman din tayo, kasi hanggang 0.1 lang dito no? So, hindi natin makikita. So, pwede natin gamitin, magsasum lang tayo ng ating binomial distribution or binomial sums. Ito. So, lalabas dyan, 1 minus. So, since nagsasum lang naman pala tayo, anong ulit to? This is N, C, R, ganyan, or X, parang ganyan, R, or P, yan. Now, P raised to, kung ano man yon, N, yan. Tapos, yan, Q raised to N minus X, ganyan. No, ganyan yung gagawin natin. Kaso, yan, since, yun nga, wala kasi tayo dahil yung P natin 0.03, hindi kita sa table, no? Walang value sa table. So, i-sum natin siya. Lalabas siya, 1 minus, ano to, NCR na to? So, this is, kung dahil lalabas ito ay NCR is 0, 0. So, kung pipindutin niyo sa calculator, so, kung ang calculator ninyo ay katulad ng calculator na ginagamit ko, actually, pare-pares lang naman yan. So, nasa taas siya ng division na symbol or na function ng calculator. So, pwede kayong gumamit ng calculator. Shift, tapos yung division na button. So, gawin nyo 0, C0. So, lalabas dyan ay equal sa 1. So, ito equal na to sa 1. So, lalabas na lang is probability ng success or ng defective yung P na dinictate natin, tapos multiplied by Q. Yung Q natin is 1 minus P. So, ganito na lang siya. So, P 0.03 raised to 0 multiplied by 1 minus 0.03 or 1 minus P raised to 0 din. 0 ba? Hindi. Dahil may N tayo na 20, yan. So, dito pala ay X pala to. Sorry. Yan. So, X, no? P raised to X. So, there's 20 minus 0. So, lalabas, no? Yung ating at least 1 defective is 1 minus itong function na to. Pag sinimplify natin, so that is equal to 0.4562. 0.4562 or This is 45.62%. So, ito yung sagot natin sa at least one defective. So, hindi tayo gumamit ng table dahil itong 0.03 or 3% ay hindi na siya kaya ng table, no? Not found sa ating binomial distribution table. Yan. Hindi siya kaya or binomial distribution table. Ayun, pwede naman natin i-compute dahil summation lang naman to or binomial sums, ito. Yan. So, i-compute na lang natin. Okay? So, ito yung sagot natin, 0.4562. That is for letter A. Okay? So, balikan natin yung letter B. Sabi niya, suppose that the retailer receives 10 shipments in a month and the inspector randomly tests 20 devices per shipment. What is the probability that there will be exactly 3 shipments containing at least one defective device among that are selected and tested from the shipment? So, somehow, medyo related yung tanong sa B, sa A. Dahil, kung ang tinatanong sa A ay at least 1 from 20 items from a shipment, ito naman, exactly 3 shipments containing at least one defective among the 20 that are selected and tested from the shipment. So, kung yung isa, no, at least 1 ay merong probability na 0.4562, dito parang lumalabas na ang pinapahanap sa atin ay depende na dun sa ating container. No, parang lumalabas ang usapan na is shipment. No, shipment na ito na. No, 10 shipments na siya isang buwan. 3 yung matatanggap niya, pero ang catch is at least 1 is defective. So, letter B. So, sa letter B, mukhang ang pinapaharap na sa atin ay yung probability ng shipment. So, i-denote natin siya as Y para shipment. So, exactly ano daw? 3 ang pinapahanap. Ito. Yan. Exactly 3 yung term na ginamit. 3 shipments. So, kung Y is equal to 3, lalabas yan na parang summation ng, dahil ang N natin ay 10, yan, 10. So, yung R natin or Y na maliit ay 3 or R din pwede. So, pero hindi natin alam yung probability para sa shipment. Pero alam natin yung pang isang shipment lang. So, kung alam natin yung probability ng isang shipment lang na at least one defective, ang ulit yun, 0.4562. Saan natin nalaman to? Ito yung na-compute natin na meron daw 0.03 or 3% bawat isang item sa isang shipment. So, ang usapan dito ay shipment na. No, hindi na tayo per item. So, kung yan yung pinapahanap sa atin, so, P is equal to what? P probability ng Y is equal to 3. So, lalabas yan na yan na. NCR or X, no, or Y, in this case, no, multiplied by P raised to R or X na Q raised to N minus R. Ganyan. Or X. No? Yung R is equal to X, pwede rin naman R is equal to Y, depende sa kung paano natin titignan yung problem. So, in this case, yung ating R is equal to 3 din. Equal din siya sa Y. So, lalabas yan kung N natin ay 10. So, 10C3. So, ano nga yung probability natin? Sa isang shipment take note, this is shipment. Yan. Yun yung pinag-uusapan. So, 0.4562 raised to 3 multiplied by 1 minus 0.4562 raised to 10 minus 3 or 7. So, magiging sagot dito sa exactly 3 ay 0.1602. Yan. 0.1602. Ngayon ang tanong, sir, bakit hindi na natin siya ginawang may minus? No, bakit diniretso na natin ng ganyan? No, diniretso na natin ng 0.4562 tas Y ay 10. Ang N ay 10, no? So ayan. So dahil nga na-complete na natin yung isang shipment lang. So in Bernoulli trial, no, independent yung isang shipment sa isa, parang ganun lumalabas. Okay? So, binuview natin siya as a Bernoulli trial. So, just like I discussed kanina, meron tayong 4 na properties na tinitingnan doon. So, isa nga doon is that independent yung ating mga repeating trials. Okay? So, kaya yan ang sagot natin for this problem. 0.1602 or kung gagawin natin percent yan, 16.02%. No? Yan naman ang expression ng ating mga probability. Okay? So that's it for our binomial distribution.